job, Master! Awesome teamwork! Master?
They were all swapped during the blank week mystery.
Right, but who or what was swapped?
Everyone in Kanai Ward. Each resident was replaced by their homunculus. It happened during the blank week mystery.
Huh? Everyone? Come on, that couldn't have happened.
Yes, it's impossible. It's too ridiculous to think they all could be swapped with homunculi. That's nothing but a fantasy!
Huh? Which is the real Master?
Obviously it's me! The blank week mystery has nothing to do with homunculi. Your deduction is wrong. Everything you say is wrong!
Master! Master's getting closer!
I just said I'm the real one! You're wrong! They couldn't have been swapped! Impossible! It's a fantasy you made up! All of it. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it! Everything you say is wrong!
Master!
Yeah. No.
I answered that!
You're wrong!
They couldn't have been swapped!
That claim doesn't hold up! No! There's proof they switched! No, that's a lie! It's all made up! Resident. Things were swapped with homunculi? That's impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out! Every resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories. That's why the memories connect across that week. That's impossible if they were swapped. If they were swapped, they'd be different beings. Their memories would be totally different too. Their memories shouldn't be linked.
Residents were swapped with homunculi?
That's impossible!
Something else caused the
Blank week.
Everyone was drugged and knocked out! Every resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories.
That's why the memories
Memories connect across
that week.
That's impossible if they were swapped.
If they were swapped, they'd be different beings. Their memories would be totally different too. Their memories shouldn't be linked.
Residents were swapped with homunculi? That's impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out!
memories will be totally different too. Their memories
Bro,
shouldn't
what
be
the
linked.
fuck? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's the answer. Do I have to go on the other side?
Homunculi? That's impossible! Something else caused the blank week.
Ah,
Everyone was drugged and knocked out! Every resident fell asleep. So, there's a gap in their memories. That's why the memories connect across that week. That's impossible if they were swapped. If they were swapped, they'd be different beings. Their memories would be totally different too.
I'll slash through this mystery. A homunculus retains all the memories their original had when their DNA was first extracted. That's why the specimens created by the experiment also have memories from before the blood test. It explains how their memories are linked. No, your reasoning is obviously wrong. They can... Inherit memories? What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memories. But the blank week is part of every resident's memory. This fact proves it. Nothing swapped places with the residents. No.
Then...
I don't remember what this Nico's research was.
What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memories. The blank week is part of every resident's memory. This fact proves it. Nothing swapped places with the residents. They can...
Yeah, I don't remember what
memories.
this Nico's
What about the
info
week
was.
no one remembers? If memories are
kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their
memories. The blank week is part of every resident's memory.
It might be the one before this one.
This fact proves it.
Nothing swapped places
With the residents.
I'll try this one. Okay, nope.
Inherit memories.
Am I just being stupid? I don't remember what his research was.
What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memories.
Okay.
This is the truth. Defective homunculi go berserk in sunlight. They lose all sense of reason as well as their memories. The sunlight made them go wild as soon as they were born, wiping their memories during that time. There was sunlight shining through the lab. Maybe it was to test if the creatures had overcome that weakness. But the experiment failed.
In a previous experiment, a defective homunculus was exposed and died. Trying to adjust for it worked against us. Made them even more violent, and
They went berserk and attacked Kanai Ward. When they eventually returned to their senses, their memories were reset to before the blood test. An entire week had passed by then. But since none of them remembered what happened, the week felt like a single day to them.
That's what caused the blank week mystery? What's with him? Why is he laughing? I don't believe it. Everyone in Kanai Ward is a homunculus?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This city is a city of homunculi.
Even the Flatty? And Fuzzhead too? Everybody? But no one mentioned anything like that! How'd they manage to hide it?
I don't think any of them knew they'd been replaced by homunculi either. That's because they lost those memories when they emerged as homunculi and went wild.
And what happened to the original residents? The ones who first lived in Kanai Ward?
I think they're gone.
What do you mean, gone?
When the defective homunculi went berserk and attacked Kanai Ward, the original residents died. All of them.
They're all dead?
That explains how the homunculi replaced their originals after they returned to their senses. By the time the homunculi regained consciousness, the originals were gone. With the exception of those like Kurumi's grandfather, who refused the blood test and vanished completely. That's because those who didn't have their DNA extracted had no homunculus to replace them.
So if they were killed without a substitute in place, they were considered missing.
This is the tragedy that befell Kanai Ward 3 years ago. That's the truth behind the blank week mystery.
The city is falling apart!
You destroyed it. You exposed the mystery behind the city. You are an uninvited guest here. You're the enemy. But it's not over yet. You still haven't reached the truth behind this city. I won't let it happen. I will shelter the mystery of Kanai Ward. Look, I keep telling you. Swapping places is just in your head. You have no proof a switch even took place. There's zero evidence for that. homunculi were destroyed after the experiment. At the hands of the researchers who saw failures. That's why it's impossible! Homunculi would have attacked the city! No one was killed by the homunculi! This is the truth! Dr. Wesker left a video journal discussing the conclusions of Project Homunculus. It clearly shows the Doctor dying at the hands of a defective homunculus who went out of control. But we met the Doctor at Amaterasu's lab, even though he should have been dead already. The fact that we met him after he died proves he and the other citizens were all replaced by homunculi.
I see. So the doctor at the lab was also swapped out homunculus.
That's why he didn't know about the results of the experiment. And also why he knew nothing about the blank week mystery.
He didn't even remember the terrible things he did.
He caused the city's greatest tragedy. But maybe what little conscience he had left urged him to leave evidence. No, not yet. I refuse to give up! I have to protect Kanai Ward!
Why does the other master want to protect Kanai Ward so badly?
You don't fully understand it yet. You know nothing about Kanai Ward. What do you know about its darkness?
Master, watch out! Master, cut it to pieces!
I can't avoid it!
Fuck.
You
That's too
don't
slow.
fully understand it yet. You know nothing about Kanai Ward. What do you know?
Master!
The rain clouds covered Kanai Ward to block out sunlight, which homunculi are vulnerable to. The homunculi stopped their attack thanks to the clouds covering the city.
Master, don't let him get away! You gotta finish this!
That hypocrite! I'll expose him for who he is! We're not done yet! The city's darkness goes even deeper! This is the answer!
Damn, the
The
flip.
dead in Kanai Ward are transported to the abandoned village, a restricted area. Whenever a defective homunculus revives, its intelligence decreases, turning it into a zombie. The city would have been overrun with zombified homunculi if the bodies were left alone. That's why the bodies have been getting sent to the abandoned village.
Peacekeepers always tried to get rid of the bodies as fast as possible. Did they know they'd turn into zombies?
No, they were probably just following orders. They were told that bodies in this city rot quickly. The people of Kanai Ward, including the Peacekeepers, didn't know that they're all homunculi. It must also be the reason why they were so strict about keeping this place isolated from the outside world.
We've got you now! There's nowhere to run, Master!
I told you, that's not me! You think that's enough to defeat me? You think that's enough to expose Kanai Ward's darkness? More. more! More! Kanai Ward's darkness goes far, 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 far deeper than that! This is the answer! That's right. The people in Kanai Ward love their meat buns. You know what they're made of, don't you? The main source of nutrients for homunculi is human flesh. That's why everyone craved those meat buns so much. Warning. Homunculi are predisposed to eating human flesh in order to maintain the artificial organic synthesis in their cells. Currently, there are no alternate sources of nutrition, and they grow sick if they do not consume human flesh. That's a primal instinct homunculi can never defy. What are you? Mystery phantoms are supposed to prevent mysteries from being exposed. And yet, it's like you're guiding me to the truth. It's not just the meat buns. Residents of Kanai Ward also have other characteristics. Of course, I'm sure you've already noticed them. A bomb?
He's trying to boon kill you, but you can defuse it by solving the mystery.
You've seen it time and time again. You should already know this. They're physical abnormalities. It's another part of Kanai Ward's darkness. Physical abnormalities?
Let's go, Master! We gotta join hands and defeat my other Master!
Wait, so they have an in-universe reason for the blood being pink? That's pretty funny.
Huh? Pink blood? Hey! Everyone did have pink blood! I think I got too used to it.
Now that I think about it, it's really abnormal. Blood being pink instead of red is obviously strange. That's right. From the very beginning, I thought something was off. Since I first saw a corpse in the city, I had my suspicions about the color of the blood here. Is that a real corpse? It's not some mannequin, is it? This blood is real? How? Why? I figured it was due to Shinigami haunting me, like it was somehow changing the way I see things. Shinigami, you don't feel anything after seeing this body?
You're asking me how I feel about death? Well, let me tell ya, this is totally ordinary. I was just saying there was nothing odd about there being a corpse. The color of human blood doesn't matter to me.
But why didn't the other master detectives mention anything about the color? It wasn't mentioned at all while I was investigating crime scenes with Halara. Oh, right! Maybe...
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too. Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay.
It could be because Chief Yako said the rain affects things. In fact, maybe it wasn't just the master detectives. Chief Yako and the other people in town. Maybe they all believed it too. For example, they could have said there were some chemical properties in the rain that causes blood to change color. In that case, people wouldn't find it strange that their blood was pink. Yes, homunculi have pink blood. Maybe they were made that way to differentiate them from their originals. Now, you're finally seeing the big picture. I've been waiting for this!
Master's Mystery Phantom sure doesn't seem scared of these mysteries being solved. Anyway, we gotta beat him! Otherwise, you'll get caught in its destruction!
Fine. Let's end this. It's time to expose the truth of Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. It's over! You? You think you can do it?
Wait, we're already doing this?
Recaps out of kindness, you know. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to get a little appreciation.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was all a part of your process or something.
Anyway, time to boom kill this mystery phantom.
Let's expose all the facts and finish this once and for all. It's time for the very last deduction denouement! It all started 10 years ago. The UG tasked both its own research facility and Amaterasu Corp to conduct homunculus research.
They were trying to create an immortal army of homunculi that could just come back to life, right? If that happened, the death gods would be out of a job!
By having the two organizations compete with each other, they hoped to rush development along. And it was the UG's research facility that managed to create a homunculus first. That drove Amaterasu into a panic. So, 3 years ago, Project Homunculus was conducted under Dr. Weska's direction.
Acting like they were just testing for a contagious disease, they took blood from all the people in Kanai Ward. They were turning the town upside down, trying to find DNA that would help them make homunculi. They got beat to the punch and were rushing for results. Huge death flag, if you ask me.
Ultimately, the experiment was a failure. And their efforts resulted in nothing more than a mass of defective homunculi. Defective homunculi have two fatal flaws. One, they revive after death with fully repaired bodies, but their minds deteriorate and they become zombies.
2, sunlight whips them into a bloody frenzy, but they won't remember what they did afterwards. It's kinda like when an alcoholic corporate drone with a lot of pent-up stress gets a picture at the company party.
I'm not sure that's really the same. Anyway, the newly created defective homunculi were exposed to sunlight and immediately went on a rampage. They attacked Kanai Ward and murdered all of the residents.
A certain masked man then created a rain cloud generator by making some extreme modifications to a public bathhouse. He covered the whole city with those clouds.
The rain clouds blocked out the sun and brought the defective homunculi out of their berserk state. Their memories reverted back to when their blood had been drawn 1 week before.
The blank week mystery refers to the period where they went out of control and lost their memories. So basically, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is...
3 years ago, the defective homunculi of all Kanai Ward residents murdered their human counterparts. Exposed to sunlight at the very moment of their creation, they went berserk and wiped out the entire city. Rain clouds then blocked out the sun, and their human memories returned.
The defective homunculi have no idea they're not human. And they continue on to this day in this land of never-ending rain. They just live their lives, happily munching away on human flesh-filled buns.
The pink blood wasn't caused by the rain. It's actually conclusive evidence that every resident is a homunculus!
This is the truth behind Kanai Ward's ultimate secret!
It's you!
Hey, you finally made it. I've been waiting for you.
So this guy's the mystery phantom now. I figured he'd show up eventually.
You sure took a while getting here. Maybe I shouldn't expect much of you.
Is that a solution blade?
Huh? Why does he have a solution blade?
We shall see which of us should be destroyed. Let's wield our solution blades to find the answer. Don't tell me. You didn't assume you already arrived at the truth, did you? You promised you would expose all truth. Is this really the best you can do? Well, perhaps you're not as capable as I thought.
How did you get that solution blade?
Oh yeah. You should be more curious. After all, you understand nothing about me. For I am Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
You're the ultimate secret?
First, when did I come to Kanai Ward? And why? Can you answer that?
Oh, what? Fuck. Oh, what? That's stupid. Oh. I am stupid.
Yes, that's it. I came to Kanai Ward during the Blank Week mystery 3 years ago. All to resolve that case.
Resolve that case?
I knew they'd regain control once sunlight was blocked. So, I created the rain cloud generator to gently cover Kanai Ward in rain.
It's more like you caged them in!
Without me, Kanai Ward would never have been rebuilt! I used everything at my disposal to cover up the tragedy that took place here. But there was no way for me to fix the entire city on my own.
Why did you do it? Why do such a thing?
You want to know? I did it to protect Kanai Ward, of course. Because I love this city. I'd do anything for it. But you already know that.
You isolated all of Kanai Ward! And you call that protecting them? You trapped them!
Without me, Kanai Ward would have been wiped from the map. The UG planned to flatten Kanai Ward to cover up the failed homunculus experiment. But thanks to my negotiating, they saw the benefits of isolation. We would peacefully secure the defective homunculi, and they wouldn't have to spend a cent. Besides, it'd be a terrible thing if the UG's inhumane research was made public.
And through that negotiating, you became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation. Your goal was to rule over Kanai Ward, wasn't it?
You still don't understand me. Try to remember.
Hey, Master! There's something weird about this mystery phantom. Why are we able to talk to him like this? None of the others acted this way.
Huh?
Try to remember. What did I do after I became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation? Try to remember. What did I do after I became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation?
You shut down the homunculus research.
I didn't want to create any additional defective homunculi. So I ended the research and sealed off the test site. Dr. Weska and Yomi objected, but as the CEO, I was able to quash their complaints. That's how I rebuilt Kanai Ward all on my own. It is a city for homunculi who have nowhere else to go.
You did it to protect the people in the city?
That's right. I did it all out of the love I have for this place. That is the undeniable truth. I've never hid my love for Kanai Ward from you at any moment. Yet, you never quite seem convinced about it.
What he says makes sense. He's not lying. The experiments created the defects, so we transformed Kanai Ward to protect them. But if that's true, what crime is he guilty of? Why have I drawn my sword against him?
Hey, Master! Don't let that mystery phantom fool you! Try to remember why he started this in the first place! He's a phantom! He's just trying to prevent you from exposing the truth!
Yeah, you're right. He's no saint. He's a dictator who will do anything to achieve what he wants. You may wear the mask of a saint, but it can't hide the crimes you've committed. You are the mastermind behind the global kidnapping case the WDO has been pursuing. People were abducted across the world and turned into food for homunculi at your factory.
I had no choice. They must eat in order to survive. Besides, I never took innocent people. I gathered criminals with no chance of rehabilitation and simply accelerated their sentencing. You saw the memo as well. Besides, they were all on death row anyway.
That doesn't make it right!
At any rate, that's not just my crime.
Huh?
The procurement of these ingredients was done with the full cooperation of the World Detective Organization.
The WDO?
I couldn't have asked for a better source of information for the ingredients.
You were working with the World Detective Organization?
Actually, it's more accurate to say I took advantage of them.
Liar! The WDO wouldn't let themselves be used by you! You just flaunted their name to capture criminals! In fact, the WDO itself tasked us with investigating the global kidnapping case! If you were their accomplice, they wouldn't have issued that directive! And we would never have come to Kanai Ward to corner you like this!
You still think you've got me cornered? You really are clueless. The way I see it, You were all gathered at Kanai Ward for other reasons. Very well. Go on and use that simple brain of yours to expose my schemes!
Okay, so it's the yummy one, I'm pretty sure.
You used us. You hinted at unsolved mysteries and other global cases to lure us to Kanai Ward. Your true goal was to cast out Yomi, director of the Peacekeepers, since he was in your way.
Correct. Well, almost. You're so close. Yomi wasn't in my way. He was in Kanai Ward's way. If all he did was use the Peacekeepers to push his weight around, that would have been fine. But of all things, he was working with Dr. Weska, trying to leak homunculus information. If that happened, the unified government wouldn't remain silent. Kanai Ward's secrets would be exposed to the world. Still, I couldn't expel him myself. The Peacekeepers had grown too strong in this city.
You pitted us against the Peacekeepers, and you got what you wanted by eliminating Yomi.
So everyone gathering here, it was all part of that masked guy's plan?
Because you achieved your goal, you're trying to eliminate us? Now that we've outlived our usefulness?
What?
What happened to the other master detectives? Were you the one who bombed WDO headquarters?
They knew too much. I feel remorse for what had to be done, but the WDO was in the city's way.
In the way?
I had no choice. This city must remain a secret in order to survive. Having detectives snoop around everywhere was a nuisance. That's why I made them disappear.
You'll pay for this. Talking to a mystery phantom might be pointless, but I swear you'll regret this. You are evil incarnate! You used the WDO and slaughtered criminals like animals! You even killed my friends! For all the crimes you've committed, I'll bury your soul here!
I didn't expect to hear something so valiant from the likes of you. Tell me, do you really think you can do this? You're nothing but an empty shell of a man.
Don't give me that! I'll...
Master, don't let him egg you on. It's a trap. There's something off about this mystery phantom. He doesn't seem normal.
Huh? What do you mean? What is this?
The people of Kanai Ward! They're all mystery phantoms! There's too many of them! I've never seen anything like this!
All of them?
Kanai Ward must remain shrouded in mystery, for everyone here to live in peace. Even they haven't realized they're homunculi yet. No. They must never know. It would be too cruel a fate. Their very existence is this city's mystery.
They are the mystery?
Take a good look. Aren't they pitiable? They're labeled as defective and must continue to live in a land without sun.
You made them that way!
To protect them!